There's one thing we can guarantee in life, and that's that we're going to fall over. Now, that might be indoors, or it might be outdoors. We might slip, we could trip over something. It could be part of the activities we're involved in. We're playing sport, we're horse riding, we're doing dancing or martial arts or out jogging. Whatever the situation, chances are at some point we're going to take a tumble. Now, when we're younger, this is not too much of a problem, generally speaking, but of course as we age, not only does the chance of falling increase, but also the severity of the consequences increases as well. And in fact, around 3 million elderly people a year have to go to hospital as a result of being injured through falls. Hi there, I'm Rob Poyton, Chief Instructor at Simply Flow. For the last 30 years or so, I've been teaching people from a wide range of ages and backgrounds. They include martial artists, fitness instructors, professional dancers, and people who just generally want to keep active and fit and healthy. And the question of falling is one that comes up time and time again. So drawing on that experience and with the assistance of my team, we've formulated a program to address all the different aspects of the issue of falls. And the way we present this is in a series of modules. So what this means is that the program is accessible to everyone of virtually any age or condition, because you can come in and work at whatever level you're comfortable with, whatever particular module suits you best, and in any event, all the work can be tailored to suit your individual circumstances. Now, as always, prevention is better than cure, so the first thing we like to look at is fall prevention. How can we improve our balance? How can we improve our posture? What are the little tips we need to look at, perhaps look around the house? Are there trip hazards around the house that we need to be aware of, and so on? So the work is always a mixture of, if you like, physical work, but also looking at the situation and where you are and the place you live and the place you work in order to be able to pinpoint any potential problems there as well. From balance, we move to working actually on the floor itself. So our ground mobility module is designed to make you feel comfortable on the floor and give you some ideas of how to move around on the floor as well, particularly if you're not very strong perhaps, or you might have injured yourself in the fall. So this at least allows you to get somewhere, perhaps to a phone or perhaps to call for assistance. So having found ourselves on the floor, the next module looks at getting up from the floor in a safe and efficient way. If we're in reasonably good shape and we're not injured or anything else, then we can normally get up unsupported. But even so, there are some quite simple procedures that means we can do that much more efficiently and effectively using less strength. And of course, we'll also show you how to get up with the aid of some support, usually a chair or something similar. Very simple, straightforward methods. You can use the chair in order to at least get yourself to a sitting position. From there, we get into the actual management of a fall. And we start on the ground. We start with mats, we start low down, and what we do is we show you some basic principles, because generally what happens is when people fall, they put their hands out to brace themselves, and this can lead to injuries in the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder, and so on. So we teach you a couple of simple concepts to get around that, and also ways of sort of making this a natural response, because this bracing is normally a fear response. So we also do some work on fear control and fear management as well, which means that should something happen, we're going to respond to it rather than just blindly react to it. So we start from the ground, and then if people want to take things further, we can start building up and up. So we'll fall from a mid position until eventually we're falling from standing position, going forward, coming back. And again, we'll show you some very easy to understand ways of managing impact, even falling from that height. Now, for people who want to progress on from there, this is usually people like martial artists or horse riders or dancers who are likely to be quite active in their falling. Sometimes they're falling and diving on purpose. We even teach a couple of stuntmen, right? So they have to know how to do these things. We can take the work on to that level as well. We're rolling this program out in the form of workshops. We've had a few very successful pilot workshops. So we're going to be doing workshops now. They may be organised by Simply Flow, or if you have a group of people who you think may be interested, it could be a sports club, it could be a social group, or a Pilates class or something like that, then we're very happy to come and run a workshop for you. And likewise, if this is something that you think would be of interest in the workplace, which can be a dangerous area, then we're happy to come in and do workplace sessions as well. If you'd like to get in touch, whether to organise something or just to register your interest, drop me a line at simplyflow@outlook.com and I'll add you to our mailing list. That will keep you in the loop of everything we've got going on. So, there we go. There's a few details of our Falls programme. If you do have concerns about falling, whether for yourself or for elderly friends or relatives, do get in touch and we'll keep you up to date with everything we've got going on. I'm Rob Hoyton of Simply Flow. You can think of me as your own personal trip advisor. Take care.